Welcome to the channel, you wonderful bunch of splendid people. Yes, this is my kitchen, and yes, that is my mop. But more importantly, about 18 months ago, we got to review the Godox GM6S camera monitor. And still today, it's one of our favourite camera monitors. But now Godox have only gone and released the Pro version of their GM6S. Yep, you heard that right, the Pro version. Not only are we going to be reviewing it, we're going to be putting it against the original GM6S, God that's a mouthful, and seeing all the differences. Let's get straight into it. So that's right, we're going to be taking a look at the brand new GM6S Pro camera monitor, and we're going to start with a really quick unboxing. Now this is a 5.5-inch camera monitor. It comes supplied with its own sun hood, all the necessary cables, and also a monitor mount for your camera. The one thing that is missing though is any type of battery, so bear that in mind. Now comparing the new Pro version to the standard version of the GM6S, you might be mistaken for thinking these are exactly the same monitor. They're both identical in size and both being 5.5-inch monitors. Both monitors can support inputs up to 4K and both come with full HD touch screens. The only real noticeable difference between them at a glance is the colour of the heatsink on the rear of the monitor, with the Pro version coming with a gunmetal grey colour whilst the standard version is all black. The Pro version also has a slightly different heatsink pattern. Now taking a look at the original GM6S, whilst the rear is made from metal, the outer edge is made from plastic. The new Pro version, not only is the back made from metal, but the outer edge is also made from metal, meaning that this monitor is a lot more durable than the standard version. Taking a look at the layout on top of both monitors, we can see they're absolutely identical. On their right hand side, again they're exactly the same. On their underside there is some slight differences, but they're practically the same. And then finally on the left hand side, apart from the HDMI ports being in opposite directions, again they're practically the same. Now one area that definitely needed improving was the supplied sun hood. On the original it was just a plastic sheet that was very flimsy. And Godox definitely listened to their customer feedback. Not only do you get a much improved flip up sun hood, it also doubles as a screen protector for the monitor. Very nicely done, Godox. So not only does the new Pro version come with better build quality and a better sun hood, we also get an increase in screen brightness. Where the original was 1200 nits, the new Pro version goes to 2000 nits. Not only that, we also get a lot more features built into the Pro version, and I think it's only fair that I go through them all with you. So to bring up the settings, all we have to do is double tap the left hand side of the screen. Now I'm going to go through all of these settings quite quickly, so stay with me. First of all, we have focus assist to help with focus. Then we have our zebra stripes to help with exposure. Then we have all our waveform graphs that can be turned on and off individually. Then we have our LUT setting, which is ideal for anybody that films in log. Basically you can preview your LUT onto your log footage without it being baked into the file, and installing LUTs is via the SD card slot on its underside. Next up we have the assist settings, and in here we have multiple options. We have de-squeeze for when you're using an anamorphic lens, registration, screenshot, colour marker, safety marker, marker matte, grid lines and marker colour. Now going through each of these assist settings is a video in itself, and I'm definitely not going to turn this video into a tutorial. The other thing worth noting is that in each of these settings there's multiple other options, but as the name would suggest, all these settings in the assist are there to help you get the perfect shot. Then we have our basic settings, which in my opinion is just an extension of assist. We have audio marker, false colour for exposure levels, monochrome, pixel to pixel, and also zoom. Then we have our actual display settings where we can change the colour space, the contrast, saturation levels, etc. Then we have all the system settings where we can change language, volume, backlight, etc. And in here there is a couple of things of note. First is the shortcut menu. And basically in here we can set any of our favourite tools to the quick switch buttons that are on top of the monitor. And another setting worth bringing to your attention is camera control. By setting this option we can swipe right on our screen and bring up another submenu. And this allows us to take control of some of the settings in our camera. For example, stop start record, touch focus, our ISO and also our aperture, etc. Now to use this feature you do have to buy an additional cable specifically for your brand of camera. Now I will say with my camera that I'm using to demonstrate this monitor with, I had mixed results using this feature. Whilst the stop start record function worked perfectly, the other functions didn't seem to work at all. Now I don't know whether this was my lens camera combo or whether it's an issue that Godox need to look into with a firmware update. So as you've seen, the monitor is packed full of features and tools, but how does it fare in the real world? Let's find out. Now for anybody that's never used a camera monitor before, let me show you how easy it is to attach to your camera. Now at the moment I'm using an NPF style battery to power the monitor, and I'll touch more on this later in the video. You can of course buy additional accessories like handles to attach the monitor to, but we're going to attach this monitor with a supplied mount. And as easy as that, the monitor is now attached to our camera and we're both powered up and ready to go. So let's take it out and see how it performs. Now the original Godox GM6S was renowned for its clarity and reproduction of colour, and this Pro version is exactly the same. The image quality, detail, colour reproduction and clarity from this Pro version is nothing short of stunning. A camera monitor can have all the tools and features built into it that anybody could want, but if the quality of the display is below par, then the tools and features are pretty much worthless. Now the image quality coming from this Pro version is nothing short of exceptional. Now I'm deliberately filming into direct sunlight so it's as hard as possible to see the monitor, but with its 2000 nit display it's handling it no problem at all. The image is just so clear even in this bright sunlight. Now I do appreciate that you may not be seeing the full quality of it as I'm filming the display with a secondary camera. But as a kind of comparison, compare the image quality coming from this Pro monitor to the image on the screen of my Sony camera. Now admittedly I've got the Pro monitor at a slight angle, which is another benefit of using an external camera monitor, but during this test I couldn't see the rear screen on my Sony camera due to the sunlight. Now you still might be asking yourself why you need an external camera monitor. Well, not only do you get all them extra features and tools built into it, but also the rear screens on most cameras are simply too small to compose your shots. In photography you get the help of a viewfinder to enlarge the image so that you can see exactly what your camera and lens is seeing. But when recording video, the viewfinder simply isn't practical, so you're left using the rear screen on your camera, which is usually around 2 inches, to not only adjust all your settings but also compose your shot. And that is why an external camera monitor is pretty much essential if you're looking to take your videography to the next level. So what is my final verdict on this Godox Pro monitor? Well, I didn't think the original version could get any better, but this Pro version has just taken it to the next level. There really is only one word for it, and that is stunning. When you consider that the original GM6S monitor come in at £280 UK and the new Pro version retails for around £180, it really is unbelievable. Now bear in mind you will need batteries to operate this monitor. I was using an NPF style battery, but you can power it via USB-C or DC power. As always, I'll leave links to this product in the description and top pin comment. And there you have it, that is the Godox GM6S Pro camera monitor. If you've enjoyed this video, give it a big thumbs up. And if you want to see further videos from myself, hit that subscribe button down there and we'll catch up in the next video. Thanks for watching, see you soon.